What's going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some VV gameplay. Today we're going to be talking about the current state of Rogue Company in August of 2023. So let's head over and let's talk about it. So with the most recent conversation and the most recent communication from the dev team to the community for Rogue Company, there's been a lot of people that's felt one way about the game or another way about the game. There's people that are, okay, so we have an actual communication here. We know kind of what the vision and what the direction the developers are going to go in, and it seems good, it's fine, whatever, we're going to continue forward. Then you have people that are on the other side of it that are like, well, I'm done with this. I'm absolutely finished with this. I don't want to play this game anymore. I want to move on to other things. And I kind of fit somewhere in between. And the reason why I wanted to release this video after talking about that was because if I lumped all this stuff together into one thing, the video would have been way too long, and I want to try to cut it down as much as possible. But basically, with the most recent communication, we got a clear idea of what the intent behind the developers are and what they're looking at moving forward, but also a lot of negative things in my opinion, like they're going to slow down their update cadence. They're going to focus on balanced quality of life, which is a great thing, but there's no mention, or at least there's no intent in this article to release things into the game that people actually want into the game, such as like better cosmetics, more cosmetics. There's no information about how the battle pass system is going to work, how the event pass system is going to work, or anything like that moving forward. Now, I've always thought that balanced quality of life, things like that, is the absolute utmost top thing that they need to take into consideration, and that they need to at least introduce in every single patch, update, push that they push into the game. There should be at least one balance change and one quality of life change until the game is in a state that everybody is 110% happy with. I'm not 110% happy with the game right now. I'm closer to being happier with the game right now than I was a while back, but it's not where it could be. And that's something that's concerning for me. Why do developers for all games, I'm not talking about Rogue Company specifically, but why do developers for all games want to have an unbalanced mess of a game on their hands? It's almost like that situation where it's like they want to ensure that they continue to have a job, so they don't fix everything that they need to fix. They don't balance everything that they need to balance. They don't do everything that they need to do with the game. They want to trickle it out to the community little by little by little by little, and to the point where either A, the community gets so upset that they abandon the game, or B, then they accomplish nothing. People remain quiet and they continue playing the game. And that's kind of what's happening with Rogue Company. You have those players that are like, I'm done with this. They're not fixing stuff. They're not fixing stuff fast enough. I'm out of here. I'm going to go play something else. But then you have the rest of the community that's like, hey, we're going to sit here. We're going to take all this in. We're going to roll with it for the most part, and just kind of like deal with what we have to deal with. I don't understand that logic. I don't understand the idea of like how hard and how misguided most development teams for any game are when it comes to them bringing the changes that need to be brought into the game. And we've seen this with major AAA studios all the way down to Rogue Company, all the way down to indie games at that point. And indie games are way better because those developers are usually really a small team of people. When Rogue Company says it's a small team of people, I don't buy that for a second. And the reason why is a small team of people is 5 people working on the game, and each person being the only person working on this or that or the other. Whenever you see an interview with previous high-res employees that are like, yeah, the high-res team is bigger, is like double the size of the Madden team, that's kind of telling. And whenever you have that many people working on your game and you still can't get anything done, then that's also telling as to like what's happening with your game. But anyway, I digress. I think that Rogue Company is in a decent spot now, like I said before. I don't think it would take a lot to get the game in a balanced state. I think that the biggest problem that the developers are going to run into moving forward is trying to make the servers better, trying to make the matchmaking better, because that's going to have to be more involved than pushing updates into the game that's going to change how much damage something does whenever you shoot somebody. or what the proximity of this explosive is. Like, it's more involved. They're going to have to get more people involved in that, and the more people that you get involved in something, the more convoluted it gets to a point. But also, they have to hold their people, their employees, to a higher standard in order to get this stuff done, in my opinion. And I think that that's what needs to happen. I think that they need to go in there. They need to hold their people and hold the companies and the studios and the individuals that they work with, like the people that host the servers, the people that they got the matchmaking logic from, things like that. They need to hold them to a higher standard so that their player base can have a more pleasant experience, can have a better experience when they're playing the game, and not be absolutely frustrated with the game after they play one or two rounds of demolition or strikeout or whatever it may be. And that's where the current state of Rogue Company is. I like the core features. I like the core systems. I like all that stuff. But they really need to make a strive. They really need to make a move into making this everything that it could absolutely be, to be the best that it could absolutely be, period, hands down. And I really hope that they can put all of this nonsense aside and they can really get a team in there. And a small team is fine. If you get 4 or 5 people on a small team with a clear vision and determination, it's surprising how much a small team of people like that can do and how much they can realistically get done. You just have to give them the tools that they need to do so. And I hope the developers, at least Evil Mojo, are capable of giving them the tools that they need in order to make all this stuff happen. Because we all love the game. We still care about the game. And we want the game to continue to grow. We want the game to continue to be something that we all enjoy playing and something that we all very much like and look forward to playing. That hasn't been the case for a lot of people in the past couple of months, actually. And it's just one of those situations where it is what it is at the end of the day, but it's infuriating. Whenever you have a core system in the game, like backfill, that doesn't even work, well, then it's time to get rid of that core system. It's time to come up with some other core system. It's time to start making these cutthroat decisions for the longevity of your game. And that's just how I feel about it. And that's what the developers, at least in my opinion and in my estimation, that's what they need to do moving forward. They need to go in there. They need to make these hard decisions. They need to go in there. They need to balance everything and be done with the balance. That way they can focus on bringing new weapons, new characters, new gadgets, new things into the game. I mean, we could get new weapons with weapon mastery. We could get new weapons added into the game without having to have a rogue accompany them into the game. I don't know why that they won't balance the weapons that we have so that we can get stuff like that. It would be nice if every major update we got a new weapon or a new rogue or a new gadget or a new map or just something new into the game. And I know that that's, pie in the sky, best case scenario talking there. But at the same time, like, realistically, how hard would it be? Like, they want to add another sniper rifle into the game that they can't, so bad they can't stand it, but they won't listen to people that are like, hey, this is how you should do sniper rifles. Take this idea and run as many tests with it as you absolutely want to, and come up with the best version of this idea that you can, and give it to Runway, or give it to Phantom, or give it to Fixer. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to introduce another sniper character into the game. We've got 3. That's plenty of sniper characters for a third-person tactical shooter. We don't have to have 4. We don't have to have 6. I know that Phantom is one of the most popular rogues. I know Runway is one of the most popular rogues. I know Fixer, to a certain extent, is one of the most popular rogues. That doesn't mean that you have to keep hammering the community with sniper characters constantly. You can just put a new sniper rifle into the game, and you can swap out the long body on Runway and give her this new sniper rifle. Or you could do it with Fixer. That'll increase his play rate until everybody masters it. That's how you do it. That's how you bring stuff into the game. You could bring new gadgets. You could bring new like the signature perk system. That's bringing new perks into the game that are very rogue dependent, right? That's a great idea. That's a great system. They need to fix it. They need to make some adjustments to it, but that's a great idea. That's a great system. I'm actually looking forward to them potentially, we don't even know if it's going to happen, but them potentially bringing that into the game, like as a whole, like across the board, and strikeout, demolition, you name it, having that system in there. So if they can do signature perks, then what's stopping them from adding a new sniper rifle into the game? Or what's stopping them from adding a new shotgun? Or, God forbid, a new light machine gun gets added into the game. So, I think that if they would really knuckle down and focus on what needs to be done and tackle some of these more problem areas and get that stuff done and get that out of the way, and then we can move forward, we can move past this, and we can have these new cool shiny things to play with. But they want to drag ass and not really do what needs to be done. They don't want to balance the game for some reason, and I don't understand why. They don't want to balance the rogues for some reason, and I don't know why. They don't want to fix the problem areas in the game, and I don't know why. But they're either going to have to do that or they're going to lose all their players. And that's what it all comes down to. And I've been trying to explain this to these people for months now, and nobody seems to either want to listen or either want to care. So that's where I'm at with it. Me, as a content creator for Rogue Company, they're going to slow updates down, which means they're going to slow content and news down, which means it's going to be very difficult for a creator to be able to release Rogue Company videos to the community. But what I am at least planning on doing moving forward, at least from me, is to continue to release Rogue Company videos as long as I can find something to make a video about, whether it be pure gameplay, whether it be a gameplay idea, whether it be a balance idea, whether it be an interesting way on how to play specific characters like I've done with different types of videos in the past. As long as I can continue making videos in a fun, interesting way and not have to worry about it, not have to sweat about what the videos need to be and how they need to be made, then I'm going to continue making videos on it. I still enjoy playing the game. I still enjoy loading it up. I do get frustrated by the game, but I still very much enjoy it, and I want to continue enjoying it. I want to continue to make content for it. But at the end of the day, if that content well dries up, if I'm no longer having fun with the game, then I'm going to have to move on to something else. Especially whenever you are making solid recommendations to the developers on how to balance stuff, how to fix things, how your core systems are affecting the servers overall, and that falls on deaf ears completely. It's very disheartening. It really is. But I'm sticking in there. I'm trying to do the best I can absolutely do without just completely saying screw this game. I still enjoy it, I still love it, still want to play it, but sometimes it's not made easy. Sometimes it's not made easy at all for this to continue forward. But that's where I am now. Be sure to be on the lookout for other content. I will be bringing other content to the channel, so please be on the lookout for that. But be sure to let me know what you think about the current state of Rogue Company, the communication that was released from Evil Mojo, and what you would like to see moving forward. Do you like the core systems in the game, first of all? Second of all, do you think that the core systems need to be changed in any way whatsoever? And I'm talking core fundamental stuff here. I'm talking about movement, I'm talking about HP regeneration, I'm talking about TTK, I'm talking about these core foundational things. Do you think any of that needs to be addressed? Also, what things do you think need to be balanced, and what are the biggest quality of life issues that you see moving forward, and what do you want for the future of Rogue Company overall? Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to take a look at that description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays around 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays around 10 a.m. Central Time, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you are interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
He got me. I knew it. I knew it. He's reviving. Right. He's running away. Oh my god, what a bitch.
Oh, fuck that.
Right. And he somehow
Shot in the
survived.
back, though.
How did he
Doesn't matter.
survive? Okay. No fucking shot.
Ah, there's one across the way as well.
He's hurt right there. They're just waiting.
Fucking wait for that.
I got two over here. He's picking cannon over here.
They're spawning right there.
Back here somewhere.
I hear him. He's on me. He's on me.
Enemy spotted.
One's on me, by the way. I got two on me. Three. They all spawn.
Coming.
No.
Right over here.
He's in here with us and behind us.
What are these spawns right now?
They're dog shit.
Nice work, team.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Did they surrender?
No,
No, we
we
just
won.
whipped that ass.
First to 50?
Yeah.
Okay. We pulled their panties down, dude, and fucking spanked them.
We spanked their. I was. Ah!
They were
We
trying.
spanked that ass.